celebrity gossip, we just tell them if there is something wrong or maybe if there is something good. Here we speak it. I'm called mcomarinash, the truth meter. I'll tell you. Celebrity gossip every Wednesday usiku.
Mwako nini? Joangla beduru jo mabeyo. Presenda Musa Jakadala Fredi Jakadongo Okunyalu eyo Elisa Toto Jangolo locally known and internationally recognized work gi Swahili we got Koka biro gore go pin embele kamera
ni uweche mbili
Nani mwenye
Oh, karibuni sana. It's another Wednesday. As usual, we are bringing to you the celebrity gossip. Celebrity gossip is always coming. It's a program that is coming always Wednesday at 8 p.m. So if you are seeing this program for the very first time, what you can do, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that anytime we are online, then you can be notified or you can get notification. Today I have my senior, the senior in the house. For you to know that it's so serious, I've just decided to bring you a senior, an engineer, and I don't know how to a graduate. I don't know how to describe this man. He will come and maybe tell you more about himself. And here is where we talk about the celebrities, what they do, or some of the good things that they do to our society so that they can continue doing, and some of the bad things that they do, we also talk about them so that they can change. The person that is always bringing for you this program, I'm called MC Omari Nash. But today we'll host it alongside Jano, the governor, a black man in the house. Utamuona msijale. Kwa wale ambao washawadia, what you can do, subscribe and give us a comment down there. Tell us how is it. And you can as well comment about the senior. Is he having some of the wisdom? And maybe if you have a slot in one of the radio stations or any other place, you can pick this guy. I think is good to go. The guy, Mr. Odera. Come with me to hear some stories, some good stories with Jano. Yes, tuko hapa Jano the governor.
Yes.
Greet these people kabla tuanze.
Okay. Hi people. As usual, you know me, I'm Jano the governor. Yes, you are entertainer. You are some do call me Ngatrosai.
Ngatro.
Yes. Each and every time I pass, I leave a verse.
Okay. Yes. Chenye nimegundua ni kuwa tukiwa na senior in the house, huwa uko humble. Hata vile umesema Jano the governor.
Wisdom is not speaking.
Alright, kwa wale ambao wanatutizama pale, we are welcoming you back to this occasion. This show, sorry, it's a program that is coming every Wednesday, and we saw it wise to bring some of the seniors that we know around, at least to come and share with us some words of wisdom, because you can be in the field of celebrity, then later or as a result you be very useless, that somebody do not want to associate himself with you. So when we have such like people in the society, at least they can guide us. Those people that do call themselves celeb and such like. Kwanza kabisa karibu sana.
Asante.
Utajitambulisha. At least they know you before we start speaking, so that at least they can know the person that is talking to them and your voice. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Omari.
Yeah.
My name's Peter Odera.
Peter Odera.
Yes. I am into very many things, but basically I'm an engineer by trade. I've done a few things here and there. Motivational speaking, peer counseling at the church that I serve.
Okay.
So I'm a friend of the youth. I like the youth, and that's why you now find me in this program because there is something we have in common with the youth.
Okay.
Yes.
I appreciate so much, but you know, when we talk like this, people always want to know where you are coming from, like your village.
Oh. I come from Siaya County.
Siaya Kababa.
Baba.
Huh?
But
Siaya Kababa.
yes, from North Game, Dienya sub location, a village known as Kathomo.
Kathomo village.
Yes.
Okay.
In a smaller village within Kathomo known as Kaudo. If you want to reach me, you say you are going to Barapoche. So
that is now deep down the village.
Full address.
Barapoche.
Barapoche. Yes.
All right. Wale wa Barapoche heko mko na shujaa.
Mko na weri.
Shujaa.
Okay.
Kwa sababu huyu jamaa anaongea ni kama he has just been imported from America. Do you get that voice like Peter Odera? I've done few things.
Peter Odera. Peter Odera.
Yeah, Peter Odera. I've done few things here and there.
Yeah.
All right, karibu sana Peter Odera. Before we begin, for these people to know that you are learned, we might ask you some few questions like maybe educational background, where you did your primary school, secondary school, and finally your level that you reached that you can now be called engineer now.
Okay. I did my primary school in Nairobi. At St. Peter Clavers.
St. Peter's.
When I did my what was then known as KPE, I didn't do well. I came out with some D's. So my parents said I have to repeat. I repeated, but on repeating, I went to school at the rural area.
Oh, now back to the village.
Back to the village. I have an uncle who was a teacher. So I went to stay with my teacher. He was teaching at a school known as Calcada. In what was then West Alego. I don't know what they call it today, but in West Alego. I did my primary. I repeated my, then now it was CPE. I did well. And then I joined Kisumu Technical Institute.
The one that we now call the international, the national word, Polytechnic.
Polytechnic, yes. I think we were the very first students when that school was opened. We were the very first students.
Okay.
Then I did well. I came back. I had some problems, family issues, which I would go into. But a good Samaritan sponsored me. This was a white man known as Kenneth Askin Green.
Kenneth Askin Green.
So Green sponsored me to the university. And I went to Jomo Kenyatta University.
KU.
So I did engineering. Plant engineering was actually is my profession. Yeah, so I did a degree in plant engineering and a bit of mechanical. So that far. After that, I joined RTI.
What is that?
Railway Training Institute.
Oh, railway training. Nisioneshe di yangu hapa. We di, usikuje kwa kamera. The spirit of D inakuja wakati niko na guest.
Yeah, by then railways were training. If you joined railways, whether you're from the university or from where, you had to go through the training also. Because railway work is unique to itself. Its engineering is unique to itself. You can't get an engineer from any other place to do railway work.
Yeah.
So I did that at RTI. That was 81 to 84. Then I joined the railways after finishing my training. at their central workshops as an engineering cadet for, I think, a period of 3 years. Then finally I was confirmed as an engineer. I worked with them for I think 22 years.
Wow.
From which year?
From 1984.
Up to 2006.
Yes.
Mimi saizo nilikuwa na
You guys
No, sisi wewe. Labda uongee kuhusu your mother, not you. Not you, please.
Yeah.
I was assistant. Since I was in baby class.
Yeah,
Wait,
that
19?
2006. I was in baby class.
Oh, 2006. Oh.
Yes. So retrenchment came during this structural adjustment program that was going on, and a good number of us were laid off, including myself. Then I worked with the numerical machining complex, NMC.
NMC.
Yeah, this is a parastatal that deals in engineering works. They are the people who built the Nyayo Pioneer, if you heard about it. The first 3 vehicles.
Yeah,
Nyayo
yeah.
Pioneer. Yeah, I did. I worked with them from 2010
Yeah.
to 2012. My contract expired. Then I went into my own business of motivational speaking.
Oh, so you are also a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
And you can do it well. Maybe if there is a certain school somewhere that needs a motivational speaker or any other organization.
Yeah, yeah. Not only schools. I've done it for even companies who need to motivate their workers. Then what happened? Then when my contract expired, 2 years later, I went to Magadi Soda Company.
Magadi Soda.
Yes. Worked with Magadi Soda for 3 years.
As a plant engineer.
Yes. And then my contract expired
Again.
Finally, I decided I'm not going into any payroll anymore. I'm better off doing my own thing, because when you're employed, the employer decides when to pay you, what to pay you, when you rest, when you don't rest. All these things are frustrating, of course.
Where to go, why to go, when to go, with who to go with,
Yeah.
how to go, how to.
Yeah.
So you decided that you take a rest.
I decided to take a rest, but you can't really rest if there's no money coming in. So I'm into my own enterprises. Right now I'm doing consultancy. People who need to maybe set up a workshop, or people who need to buy plant for their company, machines and equipment, things like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing right now.
All right. That one is Mr. Odera. Today, my co-host is
Jano the Governor.
Jano the Governor. And as usual, you just know, I know you people are really waiting for it. We are talking about celebrity gossip. And before we proceed, hey, unajua hatuwezi kaa tu hivi na mkono, no, mdomo. Mkono mtupu. I love it. So tunataka at least chenye tunaweza lamba kidogo. Aki kama kuna juice mahali ama soda. Tulete soda ama juice? Tulete soda. Tulete soda, si ndio?
What I know is that we have LCM. I think if I take Fanta, all of you will take Fanta.
Let me bring some of our sponsors at least to give us a soda. Yani tumepose tu kwanza tupate kasoda. Asante.
Asante.
Karibu.
Yangu bado nakuwa important.
Alright. Asante sana Masi, anaitwa Masi.
Mercy Alicia.
Mercy Alicia.
Yes.
Mercy Alicia, asante sana.
Wacha, let me quench the thirst. Right?
I like apple.
You quench the what?
Na nyinyi mnaonja tu. Nyinyi mmalizi. Wacha basi hata
we are used to it. Wendo haujazoea sana, itabidi uikunywe kama maji. Lakini sisi eka tu hapa. Eka tu. Alright, so acha nikuulize Mr. Odera.
Yes.
Like now you are just here, you've said that you ventured into your own business, and you are going well. But now we want to take you to this field of celebrity. I don't know whether you also know some celebs or some of your favorites, those people that you like, what you like about them, or the people that you don't like, what you don't like about them, and maybe some advice that you can give to those people that are venturing into uceleb ama tuweze sema uceleb.
Okay, my understanding of a celeb, which is a short connotation of celebrity, is a person who has made a brand for himself and is revered by those who are his followers.
Unajua atu kuenda university, so utatumia zile simple
tumia
kama hizo revered hawa
maneno
mepesi. Revered,
tampering with my psychology.
Itabidi utumie ile the slightest so far that you
okay. In simple is to say a person who is celebrated by those who follow him. That's why they call it a celebrity.
People are celebrating him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And celebrity celebrated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, this thing was simple.
But from this show, we'll know we'll start using the revered.
The revered.
Yeah.
And also my understanding of this character is not only a musician or an actor or a dancer. We have celebrities in other spheres, like philanthropists, those people who are kind, the people who go out giving, they give.
Yeah.
Those are celebrities.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like some preachers, the people who preach the word of God are celebrities. So I don't know, you want to zero in on what? Okay, we were talking about the youth.
Not really. Yeah. Not really. You know, when we talk of celebrity, you put it right.
Yes.
Because I think there are some people that we also know that are not artists.
Yes.
Even politicians are celebrities.
Yes, exactly.
Somebody like Ruto, you can't tell me that people do not know Ruto. Yeah. I think he's known all over the world. When you just mention the name Ruto, I think everyone knows. Yes. Including a child that has just been given birth to.
Yeah,
so we don't want to narrow it down to youth or something, because maybe there is something good that you want to learn from that old celebrity.
Yes.
Or just a person that maybe is just written in history. So you know, when we leave that one out, we will be limiting ourselves, and at a given point we might not be able to learn the things that youth are supposed to be learning. Correct. So we want to just put it general.
Yeah, so that's my understanding of being a celebrity. And maybe to put it in a nutshell,
Jano, you can put yours there.
A celebrity is a person who has made a brand of himself.
Yeah.
He has made a brand of himself, and those who like his brand in whatever field he is in, makes him a celebrity. A celebrity is not necessarily celebrated by everybody.
Yeah.
There are those who may not like his ways, but he becomes a celebrity because of the brand that he has made for himself. Yeah, that's my understanding.
Maybe the number of those who are celebrating him is outweighing those that not.
Correct.
All right, the celebrity gossip. We are gossiping, but loudly. Now, let me ask you. There are some of the celebrities that you know in Kenya that you really love, and that at a given point maybe you are following them.
Yeah.
Or you are still following.
I have been following some. Like Eric Omondi has been my favorite for some time. People like Kiari, he went into politics. I liked his comedy. When we talk of musicians, there are quite a number of them. Although now my taste of my genre in music has changed because of age. But there are those whom I still like. People like Prince Inda.
Prince Inda.
Yeah, and all these Wangla artists. Yeah. So what I have to say about being a celebrity is that it has challenges. And with it comes not only happiness all the time. Most celebrities are depressed. And you find them ending up in drugs, drug abuse. Because this is a person whom you might think is ever happy, but there are moments where the person is so isolated. And because of his celebrity status, he has certain limitations socially. And so some people end up with a mental breakdown as a result of this. The other aspect is that some people, it gets into their head and they become bashful, lacking respect.
Just to take you back, unajua nilikwambia si kuenda university, so he bashful.
Okay, a bashful person is, could you say he's a bully in a way? Yeah.
Are you taking note?
Nilikuwa nimesikia hiyo kosa ya kuuliza naomba urudie.
Yeah, so, and this is how some celebrities is, you know, they go down.
They go down.
Yeah.
Like when you were beginning your statement, I remember you told me that Eric Omondi was your favorite for some time. So
yeah, for some time.
It means that as we talk, he's not one of your favorite.
I have nothing against Eric Omondi except that I think he's losing focus now. He was actually a good comedian.
And very creative.
Very creative. And I like it when he decided to go solo, when he left the Churchill show. He wanted to make a brand for himself, which I believe he has. But
he made it.
He made it. But along the way now, I find his comedy not really...
He has left comedy.
Yeah, he's got into something else. Like organizing demonstrations in favor of this, I don't know, politician, what, you know. He now wants to become an activist, things like that. You know, you have to remain focused. You have to remain focused in what made you. Yeah, what made you become what you are. Remain focused in that.
Actually, how did people become to know Omari? So focus.
Yeah.
We knew you in this field.
Yes.
Maintain
that. Yeah.
Well, you know, actually what you are saying is making sense, because you know there are some people that people are following. They have a lot of followers, maybe on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram. So they shift from being a musician maybe to politics, like Bahati did. Some people also did. They shifted from being an artist. They started now venturing into politics just because they see a lot of, maybe if they post something, then there are a lot of comments, you know, something of that kind.
Yeah.
On your side, do you support this, or you say an artist should maintain the line?
I'll tell you something. There is this guy known as Atkins, popularly known as Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean, you know, he was made a knight.
No. Mr. Bean is not the original name. That is just the character.
Yeah, he's Atkins. That's his name. Yeah.
Sijafanya research.
Mr. Bean is just his brand name. And you know, he was knighted by the Queen some years back as a knight now because of his performance. Mr. Bean has been constant in what he does as a comedian. All through. There's no time he deviated into doing something else. So you maintain that brand. It's like this. Let's say you are selling Omo today as a brand. Yeah? And then you decide to rebrand it. You give it another name. Now Omo has become a household name. But you're still producing Omo, but you now want to produce bar soap and call it Omo. You are now losing focus. That's what I'm trying to say as an example. Yeah. So it's consistency. Yeah.
Or you've just you've just come up with the Colgate.
Yes.
And you've now produced another shoe shine. What?
Yeah.
The shoe polish, and you call it Colgate.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It's consistency.
Hey, I'm really enjoying. We are here with Mr. Odera. What you can do, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that anytime we are live, you can be notified. You can as well give us a comment down there what you feel about this, because it's a program that is coming every Wednesday. And anytime Jano the governor will be there, we'll be hosting this program with him. We also have several people like Marcia Alicia, we have Japeto, we have there are several people. So anytime you see me with any other person, welcome us, and let's say something that is productive. Yes. Jano the governor, Baba, you can as well ask a question.
Before I ask a question, I just want to proceed from where you stop. When it comes to consistency, it makes me move to a song sung by this musician, the Godfather. It's called Emma Jalamo. He said that if you are a mason, be a mason. Kama wewe ni fundi wa mbao, tafadhali kuwa hapo. Achana na wanamuziki.
Kama wewe ni mwalimu,
enda kwa shule. Funze. Achana na wanamuziki.
I think there's this thing we call diversification. Sometimes they do that to try and diversify themselves. But diversify yourself within that bracket of what made you. Yeah. For example, if I am a comedian and I want to diversify, I've made a brand for myself as a comedian. What I can do, if I perform at functions or I perform at studios, I can diversify myself by going to give performances at schools for money with relevant content that will suit the audience.
Yeah.
Or I can diversify myself by maybe doing comedy in English and then doing the same in Luo, but and the same.
You still maintain to be a comedian.
Yeah, but if I'm a comedian and I go into music and I'm a comedian, the next thing I'm not into music, I'm into something else. Then it doesn't work.
Even people are now confused.
Yeah, you're confusing them.
And those who are trying to follow you, they're like, is this person a musician or politician?
Your follower follows you from what you do.
Yeah.
If you're a comedian, they follow you purposely for comedy.
Yes.
If they see you switching to music, then now where is our man heading to?
Yes. You had mentioned something about Godfather who was singing secular and did gospel. I think there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that's diversification.
Like you are singing, you are just in gospel.
Yeah.
Then you shift and you start the Angla thing.
Angla.
Yeah, you can because there's someone I like so much. He's a producer. Wood Phoebe. I like that guy because I've listened to his contents.
So yangu imemwagika.
He has done gospels and you find he's done beautiful music in gospel. And then he does the secular again, and it's still good music.
Yeah.
And one time somebody challenged him on Facebook, but I commented. I told that person, music is music. Yeah, this guy has done nothing wrong. It depends on you who is listening onto that music. But
Music is music.
Music is music.
Yeah, because at a given point you'll get that at a given point they also share beats.
Yeah, and besides, he's in business.
Yes, yeah.
You see?
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. You know, if he would be a musician, the next thing you find him as a comedian, and then there's something else, then that one wouldn't work for him.
But what about would he be being a producer and a musician at the same time?
Yes, correct. You see, this guy, I've watched him closely. I think he did sound engineering. And
I think so. I've never asked him, but maybe I'll have time with him.
Yeah.
Nyakoro Jonjo, I'm coming for you.
You mean that is where the name engineer would be?
Yes. You know, people graduate on that. Yeah. When I was in college, we had some guys who were pursuing it, and by then we never understood. And I was saying, how do you become an engineer of music? So, but I think the guy did sound engineering, and he's damn good at it.
He's doing it perfectly.
Yeah, what I like also about him is that he's helping the upcoming musicians.
Congratulations, Ward Phoebe. Ward Phoebe, congratulations. He's a great friend of mine, by the way.
Yeah, so
that is the guy that I've never crashed with.
You've never crashed.
He's a very humble guy. I've not met him personally, but I've seen him.
He's good.
But he's humble. He's humble. Yeah.
He's a good guy.
So that's diversification.
So you support that you can do both gospel and secular?
Yes, secular. Music is music. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, bado tunaendelea. Wale ambao wako hapo mnaweza tuambia mnatusikia mkiwa wapi, and what are some of the things that we should improve. You know, we know very well that we are not perfect. Even if we are talking about the celebrities, do not see it on the other side that maybe we are trying to criticize maybe anybody else, but we are just trying to talk about some of the things that can help us in the society, because nowadays being a celeb is not an issue. Because we have the TikTok thing that can make you a celebrity in just one day. You are a celeb.
In a twinkle of an eye.
In a twinkle of an eye. You just do something and it goes viral. It goes viral just because of the TikTok. We also have WhatsApp. Yeah, people can see maybe what you've just done, and waeke status iende viral. We have Facebook thing. Nowadays social media has made the world to be like a village. Somebody once said that nowadays the world is just like a village.
One big village.
And it is soon coming a house. With different rooms. So you are the person to select the room. You are the person.
It will move to a house. It will move to a finger.
We value you so much, and we appreciate you being there. We have Jano the Governor. Jano the Governor, you can as well ask Mr. Evans something.
So far with me, all I can ask are being asked by you.
That's why I've given you that opportunity.
Okay. Like,
because you know these people are watching and they'll say that, hey, this other person why is he not speaking? No, and on the other side, I want you that as we go, you'll also have your program. You get that? Yes. So you need to be active the same way you see Mr. Odera is here spitting points like no one's business.
Mimi najaribu kufanya mimi na hype na choma na wiki.
I know.
Okay, thank you very much. As you all know, it is celebrity gossip. Majorly here we talk on three things. What do you like? What you don't like? What would you like to be?
Very good. Three things. One,
what do you like there? What you don't like there? What would you like to be there?
Okay.
And if all these questions can be asked by you, of what importance are my questions? All I can do is to make the room smile.
Okay, that is so good. So, Mr. Odera.
Yes.
You as thank you. You as an engineer, were you associating with these celebrities, like putting them close, like now the way we are with you, or you are just following them from far? Because you know some of these celebs that we have, some of them are dancers, like we said, some of them are politicians, some of them. So in which field were you when in your youthful stage?
Okay, in my youthful stage, I was a martial artist.
Karate.
I did karate and judo.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
It means you are following the Bruce Lee.
Exactly. And I have a son named after him.
Bruce Lee.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Where is Bruce?
Bruce is outside here.
You will call us Bruce. Hey, we have to say.
Can do.
Yeah.
So you did that.
I did that, and I had some celebrities like this guy. This guy was known as Tobias Juma. Tobias Juma was a second dan black belt and was a good guy. We used to have tournaments in Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu. In Nairobi, this post office on Ronald Ngala, it used to be called Desai Hall.
Desai Hall.
That's where we used to hold our tournaments and our training there. And then I became a fan actually of Bruce Lee movies. Then I wanted to know in depth about martial arts. So I came to realize that karate is actually different from what Bruce Lee is doing. Bruce Lee was doing Kung Fu, which is a Chinese form of martial arts. Then Taekwondo is actually Korean form of martial arts. So that has been my interest. I stopped being very active when I got married. But I've been a coach for some time. I think for over 8 years.
Coaching
coaching colleges.
Hajimi!
Like Utali College, RTI. One time I had a stint with the GSU. But when I got married, I think I got lazy. But I still keep fit.
Not really lazy, but I know there was some added responsibility as a father and as a husband.
Yeah.
You know, somebody once told me that when you are after you've gotten married, then there are some added responsibilities.
There are responsibilities.
And now when you people have been blessed by a child, or with a child, then it's more worse now. You don't have freedom.
Yeah, that is true.
Mr. Odera.
Yes.
There's one thing that has been disturbing me. No, currently, if you follow somebody, if you follow a celebrity, let's say you are a fan.
Yes.
The thing you can do to this person, you go to YouTube, you subscribe, you follow this person on Facebook, you look for this person in social media. Where were you looking for Bruce Lee?
Interesting question.
Bruce Lee was not having a YouTube channel.
Yes.
Bruce Lee was
No, the YouTubes and the Facebooks were not there
by then.
But this issue of following was not really there. What was there was the patronage. When his movie comes to maybe 20 cinema.
Jano, let's just be frank. If there is something that you've not understood, please, patronage.
With me huwa nakufanga kinini. Mimi nakufa kikondo.
No.
Kitu na nyamaza tu.
Patronage.
Yeah, patronage is like when those who come to watch you perform.
Yeah.
And
or like audience. Like with us when we perform, we must have audience. So those people that are coming to watch the martial arts, patronage.
That's not only those who come to watch martial arts. Patronage is a group of people who come to patronize you as you perform. That's what I mean.
Sitaacha celebrity gossip. Kama hini moja tu na I've learned several things. Patronage.
Next time you see Odera, come in the dictionary.
Yeah. So the artist, please, can you respect your patronage?
I can't boast with it anymore.
So it was all about patronage.
Yeah, so based on how many tickets are sold
Mm-hmm.
for a specific concert or a specific movie. People used to get their following in those days like that.
Okay.
It's not like it is today with the social media.
Or the TikTok, Facebook thing.
Yeah, these were not there.
All right, so I don't want to conclude this show before you give us some of the wisdom, some of the words that can guide us as the celebs. You've talked about being consistent, and that's so good because you've told us that if I'm a comedian, then I should always be in that line, consistency.
Yes.
Not that I do shift from here and there. So what are some of the other things that we should know, like those people that are already there or those people that are striving to be there?
Well, as we said, for one to be a celebrity, you need to make a brand for yourself. And once you've made that brand, we know Omari is a comedian, and that's your brand. So if somebody maybe has a function and he wants comedians, he'll go for who?
For Omari.
For Omari. If he wants a musician, he'll go for who? Prince Inda. Yeah. So, but if Omari wants to be a comedian and compete with Prince Inda in music, that won't work. So what I would, coming back to your question, I think as I had said earlier, celebrities have many challenges, and some of these are actually disastrous. Yeah, depression is very common with people like that, but mostly they're isolated. The other thing is trying to fit into a class that is beyond you. You see, you've made yourself a name, you start brushing shoulders with the high and mighty, and now you consider yourself to be in that category, and you have not actually made it there.
Okay.
Now this gives you depression. So you find
Nataka gari, nataka kuishi kileleshwa.
and it has to be
There has been one by Emma Jalam that never try to put on the shirt your grandfather is putting.
correct.
Na wewe.
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
And now Mr. Odera is here confirming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't try.
Yeah, don't try.
Shoulders.
Just cut your coat according to your size.
According to your size. Accept what you are,
Yeah.
who you are, what you have become, and how can you improve within your own context. You see, don't try to be a copycat of someone else. So this is disastrous.
Yeah.
And then creativity is vital. The moral value, your moral value has to be up there.
Morals.
Yeah, because what people see in you or what they hear about you, what goes into the public domain, either negative or positive, can either build you or break you. So maybe if you like taking a few, but with moderation is okay. But if now I'm a celebrity and I've taken one too many, and I'm found lying on the pavement having urinated on myself and all that, and I'm a celebrity, people come and say, what? Si huyo ni fulani. No. So that breaks you. Or you go and make a scene somewhere because you want attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some who try to make a scene somewhere because they want attention. Now that can work for you negatively. So
It will work, but on the negative side.
on the negative side.
Mm.
So I think, and if you want to really cut it in the entertainment industry, let's talk about the entertainment industry. If you want to really go far in this, you need to have a manager.
Exactly.
You need to employ a qualified manager who will manage your schedules, who will manage your appointments, your performances, and you must have this guy, because you can't employ too many. Depending on maybe the scope of your financial status, you should also have an accountant. Or this manager of yours should be competent in accountancy. Someone who manages your expenditure and your income. Because celebrities want to glitter. So you find that unless you have someone who is controlling how you spend your money and what you spend it on, you go and buy a V8, not having considered the maintenance cost of a V8.
Exactly.
You see, things like that. Or you go to Rwanda, you rent maybe a bungalow or a maisonette somewhere that you're paying maybe 120,000, not having considered that there are other related costs to that house. The electricity in those houses is definitely higher. Water. You will need people who manage and maintain the house. You have to pay them. You see, this is eating into your accounts. So, as you rightly put it, cut your coat according to your own size, and most of all, grow slowly.
Gradually.
Yeah, grow slowly. You will go very far if you are humble and you grow slowly. Yeah, and then maybe having the friends you have around you. Forge a network of positive-minded friends. And even if you happen to know some heavyweights, maintain relationship with them. And you should use that opportunity to try as much as you can to get them to build you. The ones with the good money, the heavyweights. Yeah, try say, okay, I'm doing this, my challenge is X, Y, Z. And a person who is giving you money will ask you one question: what is in it for me? So you must have something to offer him. You tell him, okay, if you sponsor me, for example, to go and perform somewhere where I know, let's, for example, say, which is this place? Bomas. You get a sponsor.
Bomas KICC.
Yeah, who will sponsor your show there? Then he will ask you, what is in it for me? They don't give money for free.
Yeah.
And then you tell him, if you sponsor me, there is 25% of the proceeds for you, and we can do some more shows, and possibly maybe you can become my silent partner, things like that. And it's important for a celeb who wants to grow to do some studies in business. Yeah, because you are a businessman. The problem is most celebs don't think about investing. This money you are getting from your performances, where does it go? Are you investing into some ventures? That, because these things go with age. You cannot be very funny once you reach my age. But people like you can still, you are creative, you are hot-blooded, you can do certain things. Now, whatever you're making now, invest into a venture that the day you retire from what you're now doing, you have another business to keep you going.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is just a torch. What you're doing now, it's just your spotlight to illuminate where you're passing. But the ultimate goal is, how will you survive from what you've been doing your entire life in your retirement period? Because you can also retire from your own business.
Yeah.
It's not only the person who is employed who retires. You can also retire from your own
business.
Yeah. So when you finally retire, you have something to fall back to.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We were here with Mr. Odera, and he has really guided us. He has told us more. You can as well add yours, or you can tell us what you feel about what he has said. He was just guiding us on the celebrity. So we were majorly talking talking to celebrity demagogues. The celebrity demagogues outside there. Maybe I hope you have picked 1 or 2 points. Before I conclude, I would maybe give this chance for my co-host if he's having something. If not, then we shall call it a show or a program.
Thank you very much. Whoever is watching the program, we call it Celebrity
Gossip.
and we air it each and every
Wednesday.
at what time?
8 p.m.
At 8 p.m. So you who is viewing us for the first time.
No, you really evoked me when I was so relaxed, and I thought that
I'm going to come up again.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Whoever has watched this, hope you've been encouraged.
Yeah.
And the program on air is
Celebrity Gossip.
we always have it on which date?
On
which days?
On Wednesday.
At what time?
8
Hosted by
PM.
who?
mcomarinash.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is where you'll get to know what you don't know about the celebrity.
About the celebs.
What you like.
What you like.
What you don't like.
What you don't like.
What you like him to do.
What you'd like. Thank you very much. For those people who have not subscribed, it is here. Subscribe, give us a comment, share, so that we build this platform to continue building our upcoming artists, businessmen, politicians, and also to change our society, because here we say it as it should be. Yes. All right, Mr. Odera.
Yes.
We are so grateful. I don't know whether you'll have the closing remark. Then we say bye to these people. They've been so good watching us.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much for having me. It's been quite a stimulating talk we've had. As I had said earlier, I'm a friend of the youth. I like what the youth do. I try to understand them, and I try to also support those that I can support. Anybody who has a question regarding what we have said today, if you have a direct question for me, you can talk to Omari Nash, who will contact me and can arrange how you get your answers. And please do subscribe. Omari Nash, entertainer. Thank you very much.
I cannot talk again. That is so. Have you listened to the speech? No.
Nimechukua zote lakini wacha niseme yenye nimeshika kabisa. Is a friend to the youth. Na kama unajisikia kuna kitu ungetaka kujua, tafadhali ongea na Bwana Omari Nash.
Thank you so much. Let's meet next Wednesday. I'm so excited.